Hey, morning, guys. Just seeing as we're on the tuna topic, I hope you guys enjoyed the little vid on the tuna classic that we went to in PE. I've decided to do a cut and remix a CD that I did many years ago. It's almost 20 years old, and of a unbelievable trip I did on a commercial boat with Jeremy Hare. He was one of the pioneers of the original tuna industry, or the sushi tuna industry, catching yellowfin and rod and reel. I was fortunate enough to get invited to go out on his vessel Tarryn Amy, which is still operating today. So unfortunately those days the aspect ratio was 4:3, and I've had to edit and resize the aspect ratio, to widescreen. So there's going to be a bit of movement in the beginning of the video because it's old, and obviously it's a bit grainy because it was taken on an old Sony Handycam. In those days YouTube wasn't even a thing, and there were no decent cameras around for that kind of thing. So it's an interesting trip though, and something which I think you might enjoy. And it's one for the archives, and I'm really stoked to have redone this video because it's something that a lot of the guys have asked me for, and I only had one master copy. So I've got some footage from a friend of mine as well, Mark Chips. Thanks very much for your input there. He also did a little segment on this fishing. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, these were the very early days of the sushi trade, the Yellowfin tuna sushi trade. Jeremy had started off fishing on a yacht called the Voyager and had upgraded to the Tarryn Amy. Yeah, the albacore poling had been going for many years, but the yellowfin was coming online as a new sushi sort of fish, and a lot of the attack was basically on rod and reel, one at a time, with the odd poling, and yeah, it was still being developed.
As you can see, basically you're below water level. Sticks out birds. Coming up on the outside. Most of the guys are just starting their run out, so yeah, a couple of ski boats that came out are starting to get a bit of fish now around the trawlers on the 30s, 10 miles on. But other waters are nice and clear already, so this will start happening pretty soon. Not feeling too bright. Bloody hangover hasn't helped. The sea is pretty rough, not rough, but it's well running. Doesn't help that you've got a bloody hangover. Headed out, a couple of trawlers out there. Hey, soon. Looking up behind the trawler here, looking for yellowfin. Cleaning a lot of hake and ribbon fish.
The plan of attack was to find the trawlers on the outside that were cleaning their catch and dumping the excess overboard, and the yellowfin used to pull in behind the trawlers, so it was the trick was to find the trawlers that were holding the most yellowfin behind them, and then to go on the chum to catch them. It's energy sapping stuff, and the action continues all day into the night. A couple of evenings we even got fish on the loom sticks. You got to remember that all these fish have to be processed. They bled, they are reamed, and then put into a mutton cloth bag and then hung in the slurry tanks overnight so that they chill down, and then the next day they put over into the ice box, into the ice hold, and yeah, the fishing continues. It's a constant chase to catch up to the trawlers that are processing and dumping the excess overboard. The fish pull in behind them, so it's up to you to find the trawlers that are carrying the fish, get up behind them, bait them away, and catch a few fish. And once it goes quiet on the chum, you chase up again to the next trawler, and yeah, the process begins again. Pretty much full on all day, all night.
What's happening, guys? Hey, it was a good one, eh? Got to get back onto a rod. There's work to be done. Southwest, about 18 knots. Pretty shitty. It's good, very good fish behind this trawler though. I was all busy clearing the fish off the deck. We're at probably about 8 or 10 on the pole now.
Getting some yellowfin.
Shoulder getting an awesome workout. Coming up behind this trawler now. Hopefully I'll be able to pan onto the echo sounders, and there's a hell of a shoal of fish behind from the last time I came back here. Yeah, seems pretty shitty. To control this boat with a sail because it keeps going side on. Basically driving sort of sideways, yawing. Anyway, I'll check if I can get up close behind here. Not easy. Look at all these fish here. Yes! A shitload of fish here. Woo-hoo-hoo! There's 20-30 fish here. Yo. Pole business again. Have a look at that.
Your camera now.
Now I'll check at that. Ah! Woo-hoo-hoo! Bonanza. What's going on? Get to the back there. Some footage of the boys here. And how much you can see. These bloody seals are an absolute pest. I mean, the yellowfin come up under the boat, but the seals keep them away. Jesus, have a look at all these seals here. Jeez, like we need them with us. Bloody seals, I tell you, if we didn't have them here, we'd be caning this fish. I've just pulled 3 fish. Woohoo! In the boat! Polaroids on the waters, I can see these fish swimming below the seals. Oh, just missed some nice fish here now. I'm starting to get in some better class fish. I should actually probably get onto a rod and reel here, because there's definitely some better class fish amongst this. Woohoo! Hey Jay, let's fix this pole, man. We can get busy here, but we can be taking him 2x2 here. Hey? Here he comes, got him. You can see him coming up. Smaller class. Yes. Look at this fish swimming in here. You cannot believe it. Water is blue. Look at, if you look down, oh, look at that fish come through there. It's unbelievable. I don't know what you can see on this viewfinder. Look at that. Oh, there's a seal running around. There's a yellowfin there. Oh, it's unbelievable. Here's a yellowfin. I can see another seal here again. Ah. They just come barreling in from the bottom. There's wind howling in the rigging here. It's pretty rough out here. Hanging onto this pole. Ooh, we got a bit of white water coming in us. Hold on, hold on. Ew. This is the Wild West. Yay, there we go. Oh shit, into the door. Past the door, inside. Nice size fish. That is 75 odd. Ah. He's right, there he comes. Oh, he just missed it. There he comes. Oh, big one, big one. Woo! In the boat. Propeller washer, a bit hectic here. Yeah, and if you thought the fishing was slow, this is what it's been doing the whole day. As I tight at the back. Probably half full already in an afternoon. Probably got about 80, I don't know how many fish today already. It's a shitload. Unfortunately, I haven't done too much filming because of the conditions and that, so now well, let me go and get busy.
Now some of the fish were caught on 80-pound line as Gavin and I were chasing PBs. So yeah, we did weigh a couple of the fish. Gavin got one deep into the 90s and I got one of 102. Jeremy got the biggest fish of the trip of 103. So yeah, awesome friggin' fishing, unbelievable fish.
Starting to feel the pace a bit. Jeremy just putting new chasers on, putting new hooks on. As we're getting ready for another little buckle. Another buckle, yeah. Bloody birds are a pest anyway. Yeah, shit. What a day, eh? And we're not falling around, it's even better. Just pulled about a 95 kilo fish here. Just pulled it with a rope, check it lying there bleeding. It's just starting to get this fish in the pole. Look at them boiling at the back. Just try to see this. It's unfrigging believable. The fish are rampant at the back. Guys are tight. There's this aquarium going at the back. Hey, bud. Hey. Shit. I tell you what. I'm gonna watch this shit. Look at this fish boiling there. They got him, pull, Gavin!
the
trawlers here. A lot of fish
Yeah,
on the pole.
I get you. I'm here.
Pretty rough conditions.
I'm here on the 05 and the 33 with a Tuna.
The window.
Yellowfin, yeah.
Southwest.
Yeah, I'd also spent 2 of the nights looking for a swordfish and managed to release a small one on one of the evenings. Yeah, with 4 anglers, we'd all caught at least 40 yellowfin. A 3-day trip without sleep pretty much puts paid to those enthusiastic energy levels. Yeah, what an incredible few trips with a crazy bunch of dudes. And yeah, big thanks to Jeremy for the opportunity to get out there and do it with the guys to see what it's like on a commercial fishing boat. I'm looking at setting up another trip with a friend of mine who's busy running a commercial boat at the moment. So hang in there, maybe we'll have some updated stuff, a lot's changed. And as always, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Catch you later. Ciao for now.